Hi, this is Jim Davis here with DVS Direct, and I'm in Las Vegas at the Las Vegas Convention Center at NAB 2018 with my good friend Paul Richards from PTZOptics, and we're doing a live broadcast here. And I just want to talk a little bit about how we are actually doing something I've never done before in 30 years of directing, which is run the whole show myself. We're using PTZOptics cameras. They're pan-tilt zoom cameras that can be controlled. What I'm doing is basically shooting one camera and positioning the other one using the joysticks. So we'll go from one shot, position the camera for the next shot, and go back to the next shot, back and forth. I'm able to do everything by myself. I don't need to have any camera operators. Very, very compact setup. So Paul, what do you think? What do you find interesting about all this?
Well, it's great to see the NewTek TriCaster here. I love the functionality here. We have the ability to use a vector scope, a waveform monitor to really get the most possible out of the sensors of these cameras, and they really look great. We just got a couple LED lights to light our set here, and then just really with two cameras, Jim is able to have one camera on going live and the second camera kind of finding that shot, and the audience doesn't seem to have any idea that we don't have 10 cameras because of how many shots you're able to get.
The cool thing is that as you as an operator would be able to actually do that and pull it off without any manpower, which sometimes you can't get. Or you can't get camera operators that are going to give you the shots you need. So we did have a fellow here yesterday, Martin, running the controller over here. So that actually made life easier, because when you're trying to switch and you're trying to check audio levels and you're trying to position cameras, it can get kind of confusing. But I found over the 3 days that we've been doing this so far that it almost becomes like anything else. If you're a musician, you know what I mean by muscle memory. It's like playing a musical instrument. You get to the point where you know where things are, and it just kind of flows at that point.
Pictures inside the NewTek TriCaster must make it so simple for you.
Oh yeah, so what I did was I would get people in while they were talking pre-show. They would be in their positions, and I would quickly set up like the close-up, double shot, the wide shot in presets. And then I could use those mostly, but then I could also do, I could see I needed a special shot, like when we were doing the live view. I just got up and I grabbed the camera and I pointed it at it so we could get a shot of that. So it was just, it just makes life easier with these presets. The one thing I like about this controller I found is that this control here on the joystick is very, 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 very precise. I was actually able to do some live camera moves with the pan-tilt zoom cameras that you normally don't want to do because they're mechanical and they kind of go ding, ding, ding. But I was able to actually do some nice camera pulls and whatnot with it. The other thing I found out about this when Casper was over yesterday is that there's a function in this controller where you can set two cameras and you can set up their parameters like iris, color balance, etc. So you can actually do two cameras at once with this controller, which is very cool. I don't know if you want to talk a little bit more about this, because this is probably one of my favorite things I've seen here
I know.
at the show.
Such a cool product. It's the Scarhoy IP joystick, and it actually has something called cores. So it's already built for PTZOptics, but you can also control things like Blackmagic switchers, vMix, all kinds of stuff. But it's really built for camera control. And you can see at the top we've got exposure, white balance, color, and image, so it makes it so easy to get in there and tune your cameras. The last thing is we're also using a LiveView LU600, so no matter where we were in the world, whether we had internet access or not, we could broadcast directly to Facebook, YouTube, or another content delivery network. In fact, we were broadcasting to a restreaming service so that we stream from here and then hit Facebook, YouTube, maybe a group, maybe a Twitch channel. We were hitting like 5 or 6 channels from here, so just a great experience. But the main takeaway is that Jim, as a single camera operator, a single video production switcher, is doing it all himself. So don't forget to like this video, subscribe to DVS Direct to learn more.